Hey, it's the doctor here again. A couple people have been asking me what I use in my Technomancer. For the assault rifle build, I didn't really want to put one up because I'm sure it's probably the same as most people's. I changed a couple things just to mess around. This is kind of what I ended up with. I kind of ended up settling with the Inferno Seed because it came with the Outriders Stimulus Pack. I settled on Dark Sacrifice because the life leech that the Technomancer has usually can counteract the Dark Sacrifice, and you're not required to have stacking kills such as the Killing Spree. Kept the Wrath of Moloch on there, and I'll show you why. I went with Bullet Kindling instead of Kingslayer, because Kingslayer is based on getting crits only on elites, and Wrath of Moloch is crits on anything that does an AoE burn on all enemies, and then when they're on fire, 20% extra damage, which is way better than 30k or 36k firepower, and you'll have it up more often. You get the 40% against toxic enemies with Euthanizer and Rad Therapy. You got the spare mag, which, you know, depends on how good you are at shooting stuff. I'm not very good at shooting stuff. You always want to have that spare mag. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, because you do absolutely no damage without blighted rounds. Sharp Eye, which is probably one of the best firepower mods in the game. Captain Hunter for increased elite damage. Really gonna be the only thing that's gonna take any amount of damage. Dum Dum Bullets increases your firepower basically with assault weapons. And Toxic Lead, of course. And Damage Absorber, although it doesn't really do too much until they fix the bugs. It makes me feel a little less scared of everything on the map. So, right now I'm running about 30% resist, which is the 10 from the damage absorber, and I got a little bit extra here, picked a health and a resist node up. When your resistances do work, it does help, but, you know, as everybody knows, sometimes it doesn't work and you get one tapped. I dropped this 10% damage against Toxic and went with this. Usually I don't run with the extra Vulnerable, and then I run with this instead, but Vulnerable is 25%, 40% of that's another 10% on there, so you're looking at about the same damage anyway, but this is going to help other people do damage as well. Other than that, it's probably the same. I didn't do Weapon Leech because I don't think Weapon Leech works when you're using Blighted Rounds. I think it scales off of Skill Leech. And Techno already has that passive skill and Weapon Leech anyway. So I went with the extra cooldown, just to be able to throw out the turret a little bit more often. And, you know, if you happen to lose your Blighted Rounds, it's a little less painful to get them back. But yeah, nothing too extraordinary. I think eventually I would drop Spare Mag and then throw on either Kingslayer or Crit Stack. But you know how beasts are. They're kind of hard to hit in the face, especially if you're on console. You don't have the luxury of clicking on people's crits, and yeah. So that's that. I'll fire up a little bit of gameplay. Probably get one tap, but you'll be able to get to see what it's all about a little bit anyway. We'll go from there. Oh, we'll go in the old Archies. Although last time I did Archies, I got steamrolled by the old Perforos there. Or as I like to call them, One Punch Man. I think when PCF was giving out God rolls, I think they gave them to these guys too.
Tiago was right
Maybe
about
hitting
that
it.
hum. My teeth are chattering from the vibration. Strange structure. Some kind of switch over there.
A lot of people use cold snap. I like the turret because it provides a little bit more defensiveness, and it actually grabs aggro sometimes. On fire. Basically buff myself. He goes down easy. Probably won't keep the whole run on the video, just to make it nice and short and sweet for everybody. You can use any weapon, of course, preferably attack, assault, because they have the highest crit multi and the highest bullet damage. I was having a discussion about the Amber Vault earlier with the fella, and it's nice to have Dark Sacrifice and Killing Spree on an item, yes, but the fact is that the Amber Vault, even at the same amount of damage to firepower as the attack, has half the bullet damage. So basically you're giving up 100% damage for 75% damage, so you're losing 25% damage. Plus the Amber Vault doesn't have long range damage on it, so that's another 10% damage right there. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it is.
Nice view. Weird. The gate opened.
The argument was that, you know, with more bullets you're able to keep your ammo up
An obelisk mechanism
more,
in the
but
middle.
really,
Could be the
in
way
reality, your bullets stay up by you killing things. If it takes twice as many bullets to kill things, you're twice as likely to lose your stuff. This will probably be where I die. I used to be a lot better at shooting stuff. Not so much anymore. The reflexes have dwindled. I have also a anomaly power build for the Techno in the form of a support roll, and a slight modification can actually do some damage, which is pretty cool. Down he goes. It's amazing how scared I am of everything on the map now. I was always rolling and playing tensely. You never know which one's gonna be the one, man. I'm actually surprised I made it this far without getting one tap. I was running the The plague sores tech, because it gets damage mitigation, and apparently it stacks up. Although we don't know how much it stacks up. Tried that. Ran this map. I had everything basically on the map toxic, and I got one tap. So apparently it didn't stack up enough. This build absolutely shreds when you have a little
There's
pyro
a storm
kicking around.
brewing. I need to hurry.
They can make you do way more damage, and also keep stuff off you, and they deal with most of the small trash, the overheats, which is really nice. Lets you focus on the bigger guys.
That well, is it triggering the storm?
Not to mention being able to hit for triple your damage is pretty nice. Fully debuffed. I've one bursted a brood mother. Well, it was actually 2 bullets. The third one missed because it was dead already.